Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. We talk a lot about community support programs, but have you ever stopped to think about what actually makes one great? Is it just the number of people it helps, or the money it brings in? Well, today, we're diving into a really fascinating, real-world case to figure out what excellence truly looks like when the rubber hits the road.
It's a tough question, right? We're going way beyond simple spreadsheets here. We're going to see how an evaluation committee in Udon, Thani, Thailand, tackled this exact challenge. How do you possibly put a number on better health, new job skills, or even saving priceless cultural traditions?
So, here's the setup. It's pretty straightforward, but the stakes are incredibly high. You've got an independent committee, and their one job is to look at 3 final projects. Their mission? To systematically figure out which one of these is the absolute best of the best.
First up, let's meet our first contender, who I'm calling the Health Guardians. This project was born right out of the COVID-19 pandemic, so its goal was crystal clear: give the community seniors the knowledge they need to stay healthy and safe. And they reached 225 people, which is fantastic.
Our second contender is the Skill Builders. Now, their whole focus was on economic empowerment. They ran these incredible workshops teaching people things like how to make traditional herbal medicines and weave these beautiful plastic baskets, basically turning handy skills into actual, sustainable income.
And rounding out our top 3, we have the Culture Weavers. This project is just a beautiful mix of the past and the future. They're all about preserving the really intricate art of making thung, these traditional ceremonial flags, but at the same time, they're building a whole new business to sell them online. They're connecting heritage right to the digital world.
Okay, so you've got 3 incredible but totally different projects. How on earth do you compare them fairly? Well, the judges used this really powerful 2-part scoring system to make their decision as objective as possible. Let's break down how it worked.
So the first tool is called the CIPP model. Just think of it like a complete health check for a project, and it's worth 100 points. It looks at 4 key things. Context: is the project actually needed? Input: is the plan solid? Process: was it run well? And finally, product. The big one: did it actually work and make a real difference?
But they didn't stop there. Nope. The judges added a second layer of analysis called social return on investment, or SROI. Now, this is really fascinating. It's a way to try and put a dollar, or in this case a bot, value on the social good a project creates. It adds up all the value, social, economic, and environmental, and compares it to the initial investment. To put it really simply, SROI answers this exact question. It gives you a ratio that says, for every single bot you put into this project, how many bot of positive social value came out the other side. It's a really powerful way to see how efficient these projects are at creating change.
So, the rules of the game are set, we know the contenders. How did our 3 projects stack up against each other? It is time for the final verdict.
Okay, so here are the detailed scores from that CIPP model. You can see right away the Health Guardians got perfect scores in a few categories, including that massive product category worth 60 points. The Skill Builders were super strong across the board too, but what about those final totals?
In third place, with a final score of 78 points, which is still a very good rating, is the Culture Weavers, a really fantastic project with such a powerful mission.
And the runner-up, scoring an incredible 86 points and earning an outstanding rating, is the Skill Builders. Their work creating new jobs and opportunities was clearly a massive success.
And that means, with a near-perfect, staggering score of 98, the winner is the Health Guardians. Wow, what an achievement. But the real question is, why? What pushed them so far ahead of the competition?
Well, the official evaluation report points to one single factor. It wasn't just what the Health Guardians did, it was how they proved it. They used statistical analysis, a t-test specifically, to provide cold, hard, data-backed evidence that their program actually worked. That was the game-changing move.
But that near-perfect score doesn't really tell the whole story. The judges made a point of saying that each of these finalists represents a different, but equally valuable model of excellence that we can all learn something from.
So first, we have the winner's approach, the evidence-based model. This is a masterclass in accountability. They didn't just claim they made a difference. They brought the receipts. They proved it with data. And even better, they used that proof to get their project written into the local government's official health plan, which basically guarantees it's going to stick around for the long haul.
Next up is the collaborative model, which is what the Skill Builders absolutely nailed. Their genius was in building a powerful network.
They worked with everyone, the local hospital, the community development office, to create this really complete program. And they were always looking ahead, already planning their next moves into things like online sales.
And finally, we have the cultural and economic model from the culture weavers. This model shows the incredible power you get when you link a community's identity directly to economic growth. They showed this huge potential for generating real income, about 2,000 baht a month per person, all while saving a precious piece of their culture.
Now remember that second tool, the SROI? This is where the story gets a really fascinating twist. When you look at the social value created for every 1 baht invested, the winner, the health guardians, actually had the lowest return. The skill builders and the culture weavers generated way more social and economic bang for their buck.
And this leaves us with a final, really crucial question. The judges picked the project that had undeniable, statistically proven results. But the other projects had a higher, though maybe less rigorously documented, potential for value. So what really matters more? Is it the impact you can measure with absolute certainty? Or is it the potential for even bigger, more transformative change? It's a question every community, and really every one of us, has to consider.